Once upon a time, there was a huge banyan tree near a city. Its innumerable branches were home to a large number of crows. Meghvarna was the king of these crows. There was a cave nearby which was home of a large number of owls. Arimardana was the king of these owls. The owls, as they regarded the crows as enemies, would fly around the banyan tree every night. And if they caught hold of any crows, they would attack them and kill them. The crows could not see as clearly as the owls during the night and could not save themselves. As the time went by, many crows were killed. The king of crows was very upset. He called the council of his 5 ministers and addressed them.
Oh, ministers, our enemy takes advantage by attacking at night and succeed in killing many of us as we cannot fight them in dark. We cannot attack them at daytime since we don't know their stronghold. The enemy is dangerous and we need to decide what to do. Please advise me with your views.
The first minister suggested,
O Majesty, I advise you to make peace with the enemy, as the enemy is strong.
The second minister said,
O King, the enemy is not only strong but also cruel and follows no ethics of war. Peace with such party cannot last. Let us fight in a way that we can gain advantage.
The third minister suggested,
The enemy is stronger than us, so it will not be wise to fight them. They are cruel and have no ethics, so we cannot make peace with them. I suggest we retreat to a safer place.
The fourth minister said,
I advise entrenchment. We will be safe only in our home. If we desert our post, we will never be able to return.
Then the last minister suggested, Let us seek the advice of our allies and defeat the enemy with their assistance. The king of crows was not satisfied with the suggestions and went to the old minister of the king's father for an advice. The king told him all the suggestions that other minister gave.
You have heard the suggestions by my ministers. Please suggest the right course of action.
Your Majesty, all ministers have suggested in accordance to Niti Shastra, and their recommendations are indeed good. But they do not serve the situation that we are in. For an enemy who is much stronger than us, we should follow a path of intrigue. You will need to send spies to find their weak points to outwit the enemy. Like I advise you to employ spies, the enemies also must have spies. Let us pretend that I am a traitor and you start cursing me with cruel words. Beat me till I bleed and throw me down. This will mislead the spies to believe I am their enemy's enemy. After this, fly with everybody to the safe nearby mountain and keep deeply entrenched till I join you. Meanwhile, I will gain confidence with our enemies to learn about their weaknesses and return to join you when we can strike them to gain victory. Please do not worry about me, I can take care of myself.
The king did as the wise crow had planned and immediately started a fake quarrel. The king pounced upon him, smeared him with blood, and threw him down the banyan tree. After this, he asked all the crows to follow him and flew straight to the nearby mountain, whereupon he waited for the minister to return as was planned. The owl spies immediately informed the king of the owls of the fight, and the king of the owl decided to attack the terrified crows with all the might after dark. But when they reached the banyan tree, the crows had already left. They started investigating which direction the crows had flown to catch them. At this moment, the minister began to caw feebly to attract the attention of the king of owls. The king of owls heard the sound and was surprised to see the minister. The minister started praising Arimardana as much as he cursed Meghvarna. He says,
I know where they will entrench themselves. As soon as I regain some strength to fly again, I shall take you there.
Arimardana had 5 ministers. While the 2 ministers did not trust him and wanted to kill him, the others suggested that he could prove beneficial to locate the enemies. So Arimardana decided to take the minister to their cave and offered a suitable place to rest.
Dear friend, you can stay here as long as you want.
But minister had other plans.
O king, thank you for your help and support, but please allow me to make a nest at the entrance of the cave. I don't want the other owls to get offended since I belong to the enemy clan.
Arimardana asked his ministers to take good care of him. Minister was fed with choicest of food and he regained strength. However, one of the ministers had learned Niti Shastra and warned his king of his suspicions. But they fell into deaf ears and Arimardana was impressed on the flattery the old minister showered all the time. Finally, Arimardana's minister and few of his followers left the cave. All this time, the minister was pretending to build a nest and therefore gathered a lot of twigs at the entrance of the cave. He was happy that few of the owls had departed and waited till noon to silently fly away to the nearby mountain where crows were hiding. He reported to Meghvarna,
Your Majesty, my task is finished, but I do not have the time to explain everything to you. I have collected twigs and branches at the entrance of the cave that serve as the owl's stronghold. They will easily catch fire, killing all the owls in sight. Please follow me with your followers with burning wood in your beak.
So they immediately followed the minister to the owl's cave and dropped the pieces of burning wood they were carrying on the entrance of the cave. The twigs gathered outside caught fire and the owls perished inside due to fire and smoke. The crows fearlessly returned to the banyan tree and lived happily thereafter.